Hello, welcome to video number 3. This is right where we left off after the last video, but now it's Saturday morning for me. Okay, so we have y equals mx plus b. We know that the m, the number on the x, is called the slope. We know that this number that's all by itself right there is called the y-intercept. So, how do we graph it? Here it is. Don't freak out. Okay, this is the very detailed step-by-step process. After you do it a few times, you won't even have to think about it as all of these steps, but it is listed out for you here. You could pause the video right here, write this in your toolkit, and have it there for you forever to be able to get it whenever you need it, next year in Math 2, anytime. Okay, so we're going to place a point at the y-intercept. That's the b. Then we're going to write the slope as a fraction if we don't see it as a fraction already. We're going to decide whether the line goes uphill or downhill based on the sign of the m. Remember, positive goes uphill, negative goes downhill. From the first point, from the point that we put here, the b, we're going to go up or down the amount of the numerator. Up or down the amount of the numerator, which is the top number because that's the rise. Then we're going to go left or right the amount of the denominator because that's the run. And then we're going to keep that pattern going in both directions for as long as the grid will allow us. That's what I always call making stairs. All right, it's very doable. Okay? It's basically 4 little thoughts. It's not even that bad. All right, trust me on this and follow the rules. So here we go. We have y equals negative 3x plus 5. First step says put a dot at the b. So there is my b value, which is 5. Now the question is, which 5 on the graph? A lot of people put it right here, but that's not the y-intercept, that's the x-intercept. We know that that is called the y-intercept, so we always, 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 always put our first point on the y-axis. You should never put your first point on the x-axis. All right, second, we're going to write the slope as a fraction, so we have negative 3. As a fraction, we would write that as negative 3 over 1, because we need to see a rise and we need to see a run. So from that point now, step 3, we're going to know that it goes uphill, right? So we're expecting a line that's going to go like up this way, right? Next, we're going to go up or down the amount of the numerator of the slope. So the numerator is 3, that's my rise. So I would like to be able to rise 3 from here, but I'm out of room on my graph. That's okay. I can go 1, 2, 3 down. That's just a planning dot. We're not actually going to place that dot there permanently. So I've gone down 3. Now, I need to think about the denominator. 1 is my run, and I need to plan out which way I run so that my line goes uphill. If I were to run this way 1, my line would fall. That would be a downhill line. I don't want that. So since I have made the choice to go down 3, I need to go left 1 in order to make a line that rises. And now all I have to do is continue that pattern. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, and I've made my little stair steps that should connect a perfectly straight line. Okay? It's a thinking process, very, very doable. Try to make your lines straighter than that thing that I just made. All right, next one. Here we have y equals negative 2/3 x plus 4. So again, follow the process. We're going to put our first dot at the y-intercept, which is negative 4. We have our slope as a fraction, 2 over 3. We know that it is uphill. We know that that's my rise. We know that that's my run. So put our first dot at negative 4. We're going to rise 2 and run 3 to create an uphill line. I'm going to rise 2, and then I ask myself, which way should I run 3? If I run 3 this way, my line falls. So I don't want to run 3 that way. I want to run 3 this way. And then I go up 2 over 3, up 2 over 3. There'll probably be another dot right out there somewhere. And my line ends up looking like this. can do that. You can totally do that. Okay, next one. We have y equals 2x minus 4. First dot goes at the y-intercept. That's -4 right there. Write our slope as a fraction, 2 over 1. We know that since it's positive, we are going uphill. We have a rise, we have a run. So we need to rise 2, run 1, rise 2, run 1, rise 2, run 1, rise 2, run 1, rise 2, run 1. Hope I didn't get that song stuck in your head. Notice how I made the choice to run to the right so that my line goes uphill. That's a really common mistake, is people are just kind of rising and running random directions, and then they get a line that goes down when it should go up, or vice versa. So always just keep your brain on. You know that I always say that to you. And then we connect those dots. Ideally, it would be nice if you connect those dots with like a straight edge of some sort. Again, you can like fold a piece of paper to get a nice crease, or use like the edge of your notebook or something. If you're a good freehander, you can do it freehanded. I just don't want to see these lines. Sometimes people who aren't as good at freehanding it get junk like that. Like maybe that's a little exaggeration, but not too much of an exaggeration. So try to get a nice straight line. Obviously mine isn't perfect. All right, moving on. I believe that's the last one. Okay, so here we go. We're going to put a dot at my y-intercept right there. Right? Never at the x-intercept. Always at the y-intercept for the first dot when we're in y equals mx plus b form. My slope is -1/4, so I know that it is downhill. I know that it's downhill because of this negative right there, right? I know that 1 is my rise, I know that 4 is my run, and since I have a rise of 1 and a run of 4, I'm going to rise 1, and then I think to myself, okay, if I were, and I'm just going to mark it here as if I were making this mistake, if I rise 1 and run 4 this way, notice how when I connect these dots, my line is going to go uphill. So I should immediately, if I'm taking a quiz or doing a test or something like that, realize that that is a mistake. I ran the wrong direction. I can rise 1 and I can run 4 backwards to get a line that falls. Now, we didn't have to rise 1. We could have fallen by 1 and run 4 this way. And notice that those all make that thing perfectly line up. That's why we get linear functions, is because of these, again, stairs we keep making, 1 and 4. 1 and 4, right? It's the same stair-step pattern which locks in that straight line. All right, so practicing will make it pretty easy. Make sure you do the practice. You've got some work. You've got the standard form worksheet from yesterday. You've got the slope intercept worksheet that Mr. Hammerly is going to give you today. And you've got that new delta math assignment plus the old delta maths, all right? Okay, thanks for paying attention. You have one more video. Why did the mushroom get invited to all the parties? Because he was a fun guy. Okay, hope you enjoyed the joke today. Bye.